All of the audio processing in Cubase is considered non-destructive until you 100% want the changes to be permanent. This is further discussed in the video called Offline Processing. While we're going through the next two videos on audio processing, don't be shy to change things around. You'll be able to get your audio files back to the way they were. You can apply audio processing to the whole audio event or to a range selection. You can even apply the same audio processing to audio files in the pool. Let's go through each of the audio processes now. Choose Envelope from the Process submenu under the Audio menu. This envelope process allows you to apply a volume envelope. This is very similar to the fade and crossfade dialog boxes. You can draw in some very interesting curves and then hit the preview button. This allows you to hear the changes. If you're wondering what that re-triggering is, I'm not creating a remix here. What you're hearing is the audio restarting automatically each time I make a change. If you're happy with the curve, hit the Process button. Let's undo the envelope changes from the Edit menu. The next two are Fade In and Fade Out. Since we already talked about fading in Level 2, we'll skip these. The Gain process allows you to change the gain or level of the audio. Press the Preview button and you can hear the gain change as you move the slider. If you go too high and clip the audio file, it will say Clip Detected underneath the slider. Otherwise, it will say No Clip Detected. This process has a More button. Always press this button and take a look at what's going on here, because something could be going on and you don't know about it because it's hidden. The More section allows us to use pre-crossfade and post-crossfade to the effect. This means you can gradually mix the effect in or out. This works well when you make a selection with the Range Selection tool and add a small pre- and post amount. Now the gain fades in and fades out instead of being abrupt. Merge Clipboard allows you to mix the audio from the clipboard into the audio event that you've selected. Let's grab the pad sound and jump into the sample editor. You need to copy a range of audio using the Range Selection tool and then choose Copy from the Edit menu. This places the range into the clipboard. Then choose the audio file you want to merge it with and select Merge Clipboard. Press the Preview button to begin hearing the mix and adjust the slider. You can hear the original sound and the copied sound. The More button allows you to add pre- and post-crossfade. A tip here is to make sure your copied sound has enough audio to fill the original's length, or else it might get cut short. The next is Noise Gate. This one's cool. It scans the audio file and finds any volume lower than the threshold and replaces it with silence. Press Preview and change the values by holding down Alt. This brings up a slider to make things go quicker. If it's set right, this can be a really cool effect. Press the More button. The first is the Dry Wet Mix. This allows you to change between the original and the new noise-gated sound. If you have stereo files, you'll get a function called Linked Channels. This allows you to link the left and right channel so that they noise gate together. You can turn this off and the noise gate will work independently on the left and right channel. Normalize raises the audio file as high as it can go without clipping. If the audio file is already normalized to 0, then trying to normalize to 0 again will make no change at all. You can use this as a gain change if you lower the normalize level, but you probably won't do this seeing as it defeats the whole purpose of normalizing. Phase reverse basically turns the waveform upside down, actually reversing its phase. If you're using a stereo audio file, this dialog box here lets you specify which channels should be phase reversed.